I'm Earl Thiessen. I am the Executive Director of the Oxford House Foundation and also alumnus. I was a resident 17 years ago and I've been clean for 17 years now. I would go to my brother's house, work once in a while, but for the most part I was on the streets. Sleeping outside, sleeping under those bridges right by the drop-in center, waking up, not feeling my toes, not feeling my fingers, wondering if I had frostbite. But I slowly graduated because my original addiction was alcohol. And then I found out that doing pharmaceuticals and alcohol had a bigger bang. The only problem with that is I would black out all the time, right? And wake up wherever. I'm amazed I'm still alive. And I say all the time, I made it through all of that to do what I do now, which is help people just like me, right? But it was in 2007 when I was on the street with my partner, and we had an argument by the Alpha House, and I ended up going back to my brother's house. She stayed downtown. I won't repeat the words we said, but it was harsh. We both walked away angry, and then that next morning I went down to apologize to her, and her cousin came up to me crying, just a mess, saying he was apologizing to me, and then he told me, he said I couldn't save her. I always say, if you're a danger to yourself or others and you can't make that decision, something needs to be done. We can't just keep walking by these people, right? I was one of those people. So I'm not talking from a medical standpoint or anything clinical or educational. I'm talking from what I went through, and I know that this will help people. That's what people need to know, is that recovery is possible, right? No matter how far down the rabbit hole you go. Yes, I'm in a leadership role, even more honoring. I'm First Nations and I'm an Indigenous leader. That to me is right here. Never thought that I would be in a position to raise kids, have kids, meet the love of my life. It's just something you don't. That's what we mean. The miracles keep coming, right? You just have to stay on your path of recovery. But that being said, my kids are awesome. My wife, my family is amazing, and we have a third with us. She is my daughter, but she is my sister-in-law's daughter biologically. My wife's sister passed away about 4 years ago from an overdose, and left this little angel behind, and her brother, who's now in university in UVic. But me and my wife took on, I would say, the honor, not the responsibility, of raising Sarah. It's not her fault that she's in the position that she's in, and I treat her as my own. We treat her as our own. She's our daughter. There are some complex issues due to the use while Mom was pregnant, but that's fine. We're getting through that. We're working through that. But I didn't want to have any more kids after Ava and Dalen, but Sarah came as a gift out of nowhere. This isn't work. I get to help people just like me, right? I get to have an impact. I always say people thank me and say thanks for your help, and I'm in the business of helping people help themselves, right? We're opening up the doors, and even more so now with the housing models that the concepts that I've created and implemented here at Oxford House, and the team is the one developing them into something amazing. We're right alongside the province with what we're doing. It is a recovery-oriented system of care. There is a process that has to happen for people to find healing and to have those doors opened for them so they can recover safely, but also holistically. And when I say holistically, I think of the medicine wheel, right? Spiritual, mental, emotional, and physically. People are ending up on the street, and then your trauma is compounded. This needs to hit home when it comes to compassionate intervention. This is life or death. And people need to understand that, right? This is a way out and a way to get people, loved ones, the help that they need.